Yeah, yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a story time about my pregnancy, and then I'm going to do another story time sometime in the near future, not right after this video, but maybe in a couple videos of my labor and delivery experience. So that'll be super fun. Starting off, it was like right around a year ago that I found out I was pregnant. I thought I found out I was pregnant in July, but now that I'm thinking about it, I think I might have found out in June, because I swear I was only like 9 days late for my period. No, that wouldn't make sense, because I don't know when I found out I was pregnant, actually. So, it was sometime around a year ago. I just remember it was like before we had to go to Riverton with Dylan's mom to go do a photography workshop, and I was like terrified that she was gonna find out. But like, I remember being late on my period. Like, I thought it was only 9 days, but now that I think about it, I honestly think that it was like 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks late, and I was like so confused. And so Dylan like forced me to take a test, and I was like kind of terrified to take it, but then I was like, it'll be okay, like we can do this. Like, we weren't like, yeah, let's have a baby ready, but we were like, you know, like, we're in a place, we're on our own, like we can do this, we can be ready. So I remember I was home alone because Dylan was still at work, and he like texted me and he was like, hey, like, go to Target, get a test, and take it. Like, I kind of wanted to wait until he was home, so like, because I wanted to be there and I wanted to like kind of see his reaction if it was positive. By the way, if you hear any like little baby sounds, Berkeley is like right there in her swing, and so you might hear a little feller. But anyways, so yeah, like, I wanted to wait, and he was like, no, like, I want you to take this test right now. And I was like, okay. So I went to Target, picked up the test, came back home, and I waited until like it was super close to either his break or his lunch. I think it was his second break, so it was like around 2:30 in the afternoon. And so I went and I took the test, and it was like one of like the digital ones, so it like wasn't the line, so I wasn't like, is there 2 lines, is there only 1, like, because I was like, I like need to know, like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like analyzing it and be like, you know, maybe I'm not pregnant and then like be pregnant, you know. Does that make sense? Yeah. So I got the digital ones that just said either pregnant or not pregnant. And it takes like 3 minutes, and it was like loading, whatever. And so then finally the word came across that said pregnant. And I was gonna show it to you guys, but turns out eventually the digital part on the pregnancy goes away, so it's just like a blank pregnancy test. So that was cool. Which I'm kind of disappointed, but that's okay. So it said pregnant, and I was like, okay, like, this is real. This is happening. This is real. So I got on Snapchat and I sent a picture to Dylan, and I was like, so it's real, it's happening, like, we're doing this. He was like, okay, like, this is happening, we're gonna do this. And you know, he was like super nervous for like a really long time. He finally, like, it came to him, and he was like super excited, and he was like ready to do this, which was awesome. Like, I'm so glad that he was the person that I got to have a baby with, because I think, but so yeah, so like I sent a picture to him, and then I also So, like, I had told my friend Amanda and my friend Bessie, I was like, so I think I'm pregnant. Like, I'm super late. And so they actually, like, kind of knew of my suspicions. And so when I sent Dylan the picture, I waited for his reply, and then I sent them a picture. But he didn't know that. So he's just now finding this out that I told people. But so I sent, my friend Amanda and my friend Bessie a picture, and they were like, oh my god, like, is this real life? Congratulations. And I was like, it is real life. It is happening. Like, I am doing this. And so I was super excited. And then we actually, like, kept it from our families for, like, 2 weeks, I'm pretty sure. Like, I was thinking it was only, like, no, it was like 2 weeks because it was right before my birthday, and I found out like the beginning of July. Anyways, so, so then on July, I scheduled an appointment for July 17th, and I was like super nervous to go by myself because Dylan was like, I can't take off work. Like, he just started his job, so he's only been there for like 2 months. So he was like, I can't take this time off. Like, I need you to go by yourself. And so I was like, I can't go by myself. Like, that's tragic. It was tragic to me, honestly. So I asked Bessie, I was like, hey, what are you doing on this date? And she was like, I'm not doing anything. And I was like, would you want to come up here and go to my doctor's appointment with me? And she was like, let me ask Kyle, her ex-boyfriend. She was like, let me ask Kyle and see if he would want to drive up there and stuff. And I'm like, okay. Because, like, where they lived, actually, I guess where they live is 3 hours away from us. So, like, the fact that she was willing to drive 3 hours to come to a single doctor's appointment with me was amazing. Like, I will never, like, ever forget that. And she will be, like, one of the best people ever, solely because of that, because she drove 3 hours to go to a doctor's appointment with me, and then she went back home. Like, that's awesome. That's so cool. But anyways, so I scheduled my appointment for the 17th, and like right before, I had to get my blood drawn, and that was the main reason why I wanted somebody to go with me, because like I absolutely hate getting my blood drawn, because when I lived in Torrington, I was like having really bad stomach issues, and I had to get my blood drawn through my hand, and like when she was pulling the needle out, like she like so it, like, you obviously need to pull it straight out, but when she was pulling it out, she like pushed it down, and so like I got a really bad bruise, and my hand was swollen for like 2 weeks. Should have sued him. But so yeah, I was like super terrified to get my blood drawn. Well, then so they had to like do the blood test, and then we did the ultrasound, and I actually have the pictures right here. Are you gonna focus? Okay, so there's one of them, and there's the other. So we did all that, and then like they had to do like the test and a pap smear, and it was my first pap smear. I was like terrified, but yeah, and so I was like super scared, and but it was fine. I was fine. Everything was fine. Confirmed the pregnancy, and like I was just so glad that Bessie was there with me, because like if I would have been by myself, like I probably would have like bawled my eyes out, just because I was alone, and like I would have felt like I was alone, because I was. But anyways, so yeah, so then fast forward to about 2 days later. So yeah, it was like 2 days later. It was like 6 days, 5 or 6 days before my birthday, because my birthday is on July 25th, and I was turning 21 last year, so it was a big birthday. It was a big deal. Well, we were in Torrington, and I can't remember why we were in Torrington, but we were there, and my mom was like, hey, like, you're gonna be 21, like, do we want to go up to Lacey's and have a few drinks, like, this can be your 21st birthday party, and like, was like stoked, and was like, yeah, let's celebrate your birthday a week early. And I was like, and like, I was out acting shady as because, you know, I was pregnant and she didn't know it yet. And so she's like, do I need to go shower? And I'm like, and she was like, well, like, can I just go like this? And I was like, and like, I just kept doing that. And I was like, finally, she's like, what? And I was like, so I had to go to the doctor's the other day. And I was like, and I pulled these out. And she was like, does Lacey know? That was the first thing she said. She goes, does Lacey know? And I was like, no, like, you're literally like the first family member I'm telling. Like, Dylan's parents didn't know. Like, nobody else in our family knew. My mom was the first one to know. And so I was like, I'm out here trying to do something good, and you think that your best friend knows before you? Crazy. And so then she was like, can I tell Lacey and Roxanna? And I was like, go for it. And she was like, so is this like real life? Like, do your siblings know? And I was like, no, like, you're literally the first to know. And she was like, wow, that's crazy. Like, I can't believe it. And she started crying. And then she like came over and hugged me. And like, that was not really that wasn't the reaction I was expecting. I was expecting her to be a little bit more upset, because her thing was always like, if you're gonna have kids, wait until you're 21. Like, wait until after you turn 21. And I mean, I guess I managed to make it like a week before my 21st birthday. Well, actually, technically, it was like a month before my 21st birthday, because I was already like 6 weeks. And so basically, I'm gonna speed things up. So I told my mom, then we went up to Lacey's and told everybody there. Then we went to my aunt's house, and my mom was like, you have to tell him. And I was like, I don't want to tell him. And she was like, just tell him. And so I was like, okay. So I was like, so I'm pregnant. And then like my aunt was like, so are you gonna get married? And I was like, no, I'm not gonna get married just because I'm pregnant. Like, who am I? Not that kind of person. No, I'm just kidding. No hate to anybody who gets pregnant. I mean, married because they're pregnant, because like, that's dope. I want to get married one day, but I didn't want to get married solely because I was having a baby. That wasn't for me. Anyways, so my grandma was like stoked because like she was gonna live to see her first great granddaughter, which is awesome. Like, that was like everything to me. Like, because there have been a few times where we have almost lost her, and like, I just couldn't imagine if my grandma didn't get to meet her first great grandchild. So anyways, continuing on. So then after we told all of my family, I don't remember how I told my grandpa. Actually, that's not true. I told my grandpa the next day, because like, I told my grandma and my aunt at like 8 o'clock at night. Then we went back to Dylan's parents' house, and they were like, well, this is how we told his parents. I was like, hey, Dill, can you get my water out of the car? And he was like, yeah, sure. And so he went out to the car and got the picture out of my wallet and grabbed my water, walked in, handed me my water, and he was like, so I have to tell you something. Handed her his mom the picture. His dad wasn't there yet, and I was like kind of scared, and she was like, I don't know, I felt like she was mad at me because she wouldn't ask me any questions. Like, all of her questions were directly towards Dylan. And so like, but like, I had the answers more so than he had the answers. And so, yeah, like, I was kind of sad at first because I thought she was really mad at me. But like, it definitely grew on her. I'm sure she was disappointed because like, Dylan, like, he can do big things, like, in this world. Like, he could be a great, I mean, he is a great person, but, like, he could be a great person in this world, you know? Like, I don't know if you know what I'm saying, but I know what I'm saying. So, anyways, and then, like, when he told his dad, like, I left the room because I was, like, seriously terrified his dad was gonna start, like, yelling at him and, like, telling him he was freaking stupid, and, like, I was just terrified. So I went to the bathroom, and his dad actually was, like, not that mad. I mean, like, I'm sure he was, again, disappointed, but he wasn't like, oh my god, like, you're ruining your life, you know, stuff like that. So, and it's actually funny because, like, the night before that we told everybody, we were out at, it's actually my great aunt and uncle's house, but, like, they're really good friends with Dylan's dad, and we were out there, and, like, all of the guys out there were like, Dylan, like, don't have kids, it's a trap, and, like, me and Dylan just kind of looked at each other like, too late. And so, yeah, so then we told them, and then I told my grandpa the next day, and I mean, he wasn't too upset. The one person, I mean, I kind of expected this kind of reaction from him, but my dad, and I wish I could pull up the screenshot right now, my dad was the biggest D-bag about the situation. Because I sent him a picture, I said, congratulations, you're gonna be a grandpa. Okay, that's not what I said, but I said something along the lines of, hey, I'm pregnant, you're gonna be a grandpa, congratulations. I don't think I said congratulations. But his response back to me was, congratulations, isn't this what you wanted? You're kidding me, right? Like, yeah, it's what I wanted, but not at the age of 20 and 11 months. That doesn't even make sense, but I didn't want to have a baby at 21. Okay, part of me when I was like 16, I wanted to have a baby, and I was like, yeah, teen mom, and then, like, nothing against teen moms, but, like, I couldn't have been a teen mom. I would have, like, probably ended up homeless and, like, on crack. Okay, that's not true, but it probably wouldn't have ended well with me. Like, my mom probably would have murdered me. Sorry, Mom. It's true. So, anyways, we told everybody. Everyone was like, I mean, his side of the family wasn't very happy, but, like, they were happy because another grandchild. Who wouldn't want that? So then we... he actually never told his grandparents, I guess his grandmas, like, because he has his great-grandma and then his two grandmas from his mom and his dad, but he actually never told them. His mom ended up telling them because, like, he was scared and he was worried that they were gonna, like, disown him or something. I don't really know. But, so anyways, yeah, I guess we'll just kind of, like, fast forward. From the very beginning, actually, right after I found out I was pregnant, I went and bought a little pineapple outfit that I had my eye on, and I was like, my child, like, I want to buy this for my future child. And, like, I think part of me knew that, like, I was gonna have a baby because I was like, Dylan, like, I need to buy this so my child has this because I love pineapples, if you know me. After I found out I was pregnant, I went to Target and I bought this outfit in size 3 to 6 month because I was like, yeah, like, she'll fit it by the time summer. Well, it turns out she won't even fit it for, like, another probably 2 months because she's a itty-bitty little thing. But I still have it. Okay, so anyways, my pregnancy was super easy. I didn't, actually, I had a lot of morning sickness. Like, pretty much the whole first trimester, which, I mean, like, it wasn't that bad. The worst part was the one time when I threw up on the carpet because I couldn't make it to the bathroom. That was real cool. It was fun cleaning up. Not really. But, so, yeah, like, my first trimester, besides morning sickness, was super easy. Second trimester, super easy. we found out that she was a girl. I don't even know if I mentioned this. Like, from the jump, like, the moment I found out I was pregnant, I was like, it's a girl. There is no doubt about it. It is a girl. Like, we are having a girl. We had our girl name picked out. And originally, I wanted it to be Berkeley Cameron with a K because I wanted to call her BK. Like, that was, like, my dream. Like, literally, since I was, like, 17, all I wanted was a daughter with initials BK so I could call her BK because, like, that's just so cute. And I've always wanted to have a kid with a nickname because, like, I never could have a nickname. Because what kind of nickname can you make out of Andie? Nothing. Anyways, so, yeah, I knew it was a girl, like, from the jump. And so when we were doing, like, our gender reveal pictures, when we were doing our gender reveal pictures, we did boy and girl, but, like, me and Dylan both, we were like, this is a girl. There is no way this is a boy. Like, I've known from the beginning that this is a girl. And, like, we could not decide on a boy name to save our life. So, when we did our reveal pictures, okay, so here's some of them. Oh, wrong way. So there's, like, the boy and the girl. Oh, freaking nards. And so then, like, we did this one. This one was one of my favorites. Because we found out in October, so I wanted to do something super fall-y. And then we did this one with confetti. Love that. And then, like, here's this one, too, that we did, like, for a boy, if it was a boy. We did a confetti one with blue confetti, too. But obviously, it wasn't, even though she kind of looks like a boy right now, because she's naked and has a green pacifier in. But her pink one's in her diaper bag. So, anyways, so, like, Corey was convinced, like, it's a boy. And I was like, no, there is no way it is a boy. It is a girl. Yeah, okay. Like, I think it's going to be a boy. And we were like, no, it's a girl. So then, like, October 20th, I believe, was the day we found out that she was a girl. And so we were actually going to do a gender reveal party, but it never got planned. So I was like, you know what? We're just going to find out, and then we're going to post it on socials after we tell all of our family. So, like, we had already had the pictures, like, with us. Like, I had them on my phone. And so, like, I wasn't even, when she was doing the ultrasound, like, I wasn't even paying attention. Like, I was just kind of, like, laying there, letting her do her thing, because, like, you know, she has to check the heart and all the arms and legs and the fingers and toes, and had to make sure, like, she was the perfect little babe. And she was. I'm so annoying. And so, so we were laying there, and she was, you know, going all over my belly and looking at everything, and then all of a sudden, and Dylan actually came to this appointment. Like, that was the one appointment, like, I required him to go to, was the, gender reveal appointment, whatever it's called, the anatomy scan, because I was like, you're not missing that. Like, are you kidding me? And he really wanted to be there, too, anyways. So, she was going over it, and then she was like, well, it's a girl, there's the labia, and I was like, it didn't really process through my head right away, and so, like, when it did process, like, I looked at Dylan, and I was like, and, like, he got, like, teary-eyed, like, he cried, and, like, that made me cry, because, like, it was real, like, it was happening. And so, I have a picture, like, I have the ultrasound and stuff, but those are in the bedroom. But, so, yeah, so, like, then, like, everything was good. We announced it on Facebook. After we told everybody, everybody was stoked. We posted it on Facebook, and, like, everyone was like, oh, my God, congratulations. Like, congratulations. Then everything was normal, good, like, I don't know, like, really what else to say. And then, like, right around Christmas, like, right before Christmas, I think, I started having these, like, awful kidney pains. And I was like, I'm gonna die. Like, this is awesome. I actually ended up in labor and delivery because I was, like, super scared I was gonna have, like, I was having contractions and I was gonna have this baby. Turns out I had kidney stones. Passed those. So, which, not really fun, but I actually didn't know I passed them when I passed them. Like, all of a sudden there was just, like I was in pain in the morning, and then right before Dylan got home, like, I remember going to the bathroom, and, like that night when we were going to bed, I was like, holy shit, like, I haven't been in pain at all. But I literally had kidney stones for probably, like, 2 weeks, and it was awful. I thought I was gonna die. But anyways, it's so hot in here. Okay, but anyways, so then, like, that happened, and then, like, nothing else really happened up until, like, I started having contractions, and that'll be in the next video. But, like, my pregnancy was so smooth. It was so awesome, like, but, yeah. So that's basically my pregnancy story. It's pretty cool. It's very uneventful, but mostly all I talked about was telling our family. But here's this sweet babe. She's pretty great. She's, she just turned 4 months old. She's 4 months and 10 days, 9 days. I don't know how to calculate that. She's a fun little firecracker. She got an attitude the size of, like, King Kong. It's ridiculous, let's be honest. She's a fun little thing. Maybe I'll do, like, start doing monthly updates for you. We'll start at her 5 months, since she's already past 4 months. I don't really know what else to say. I'm going to end this video here. Leave a comment. Give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel so you can see more content of me and this beautiful little babe, because she's so cute and she loves being the center of attention. So do it. Subscribe, like I said. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one.